performer, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I love this guy to death. So we started this club 21 years ago. In fact, we actually got a note in January from Woody Allen saying now that we're 21, he's no longer interested in us. This young man, one of the top comics in the area, came out and helped us out, did his one-man show here. Oh, that you may have seen him on The Sopranos from SUV. He's a terrific young comedian and a very, very funny young man and a great impressionist. Let's welcome Mr. Jim Flaherty.
Thanks for referring to me as young. Okay. Yeah, because I just turned 63. My car's old too. It's 15 years old, which, you know, like in people years, that's like 80, right? 15 years old. Okay, it's my age. All right. Because how many of you have talked about or read about how cars are a reflection of their owners, right? You've seen these, you know, old guys driving around with sports cars, you know, midlife crisis, kind of a, you know, compensate, reflection of their owners, right? Yeah, whoop, there's one of them now. There we go. My car's no different, right? Because, like its owner, it's developed some leakage issues over the years. Some of the parts don't work as well as they used to. And, you know, lately those fumes out the tailpipe are getting a lot more toxic. So, it's a reflection of its owner. So, I gotta tell you, I showed my wife the original car key we got 15 years ago when we bought the car. Of course, after that much use, it's worn thin like a toothpick. But, you know, I tell her, honey, I can still start it up, but, you know, after about a minute, it slips out and falls on the floor. She said, yeah, kind of like you. Oh, yeah, good, yeah, funny wife. She really said that. She laughed for hours after. Well, that's all right, my funny wife, because let me tell you, after 246,000 miles, yeah, ladies, it's got performance stamina where it counts, all right, after that much. Okay, so, yeah, she's still laughing about it. Anyway, but during the day, I'm a high school math teacher in Western Mass, small town. Math teacher, yeah, you can probably tell, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, it just shows. But anyway, I live in the same town, and, you know, when you live in the same town where you teach, yeah, some of you know how that goes. You can't even go down grocery shopping at the Big Y without this happening. Oh, Mr. Flaherty, I wanted to ask you about Michael's last test. Oh, Mr. Flaherty, I want to talk to you about Caitlin's report card. And then it just keeps on coming, and, you know, next thing you know, I'm surrounded. But half the kids who work there are former students of mine, and they know. They've seen this before. Mr. Flaherty, aisle 6 is clear. Run! You know, but no, not today. I can't run because I took my number at the deli counter, so I was trapped. All right, and they started lining up. I see a woman on her cell phone in the back saying, yeah, Mr. Flaherty's here right now. There's only 3 people ahead of me in line. You better get down here. Bring the report card. You know, that's kind of oh, my goodness. But, yeah, report cards. How many of you are over 50? By applause in the audience. Okay, first of all, isn't it nice to come into a place where you can clap and not have the lights keep going on and off? Isn't that great? But you remember report cards, teachers used to handwrite them. It was a personal touch, right? Yeah, now you get them and it's like this, oh, you can tell it's off the computer, very, very impersonal with the technology. I think they can use technology to make it much more personal. You know those greeting cards, the birthday cards you get, you open it up and you got the theme from Star Wars playing, you got a sound chip inside. Why not have the teacher record their personal comments on one of those sound chips and say it with Hallmark? So when they get this nice card, they'll open it up and they'll hear my voice saying, "Take away the freaking cell phone!" And just to make it more personal, my picture will be on the front with. So that's good. Anyway, that's what I do during the day. I was asked, you know how President Trump is going around the country? He thinks he's still campaigning. He's doing all these rallies everywhere. And why should Cambridge be left out? He's here tonight. I was asked to give up a few minutes of my time. Please put your hands together for President Trump. My friends, after the first 100 days, sometimes we look at the future of this country and it still seems like a dense, thick fog. And it'll take dense, thick leadership to get us through that, I can tell you. All right, I'll congratulations on your upcoming, by the way. Thank you. I'll take a few questions. Who's got? Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Sir, the spending bill just passed by Congress did not include funds to build the wall. How are you going to pay for it?
All right, first, eventually Mexico is going to pay for it. You know this is going to happen. So anyway, we are going to, round up the illegal aliens in our country, just the criminal elements, and we're going to give them jobs building the wall. I mean, I'll pay them cash. I'm a rich guy. I can do that. But the beauty of it is, they'll build the wall from the other side, and it's win-win. And one way or another, Mexico will pay for it. All right, they got all these now. Okay, next question. Go ahead.
Sir, I know you want to cut back on spending overseas, but isn't there some way to help the Middle Eastern refugees?
Yes, we're the United States of America. We've got to help people out. That's what we do. But, we've got to put America first. But for that region that won't cost the taxpayers an arm and a leg, I'm going to propose a Marshall Plan. And it won't cost much because at Marshall's, you get department store brand names for less. All right, one more. I've got time for one more.
Sir, how will you punish the ISIS leaders when we round them up?
Folks, these are evil people. They have to be punished and punished hard. I'm going to bring them over here, and we're going to take them to Fenway Park for batting practice with the Red Sox pitchers. But we'll put an Orioles uniform on them, and that should take care of things. If they survive that, backup plan, hunting trip with Dick Cheney. There we go. All right, they're not going to survive that. Because, folks, as I look across this great land, and as I've been going around the country, this is the era that we transfer power from Washington to you, the people. This is your country. So if we screw up, it's your fault. You own it. You own it. But let me say this. Let me just say one thing. All right, we got your attention now. We will make America great again. And we will not fail. Because, folks, for years, we've been a saying in the Trump family, where there's a will, there's an inheritance. Thank you, and God bless America. Thank you. This is a great crowd. I got to ask you, just a quick survey. How many, by applause, voted Democrat in the last election? How many voted Republican? Thank you. I wanted to make sure, out of towner here. I wanted to make sure we were in Cambridge. We are in Cambridge. Good. Good. And by applause, how many think they're all a bunch of liars and thieving hypocrites anyway? You're with me. I just want to close by saying, it's a strange hobby I have, but when I do comedy around the country, I like to collect license plates. And just to see how they've really designed their license plates to reflect the state's natural scenic beauty. I mean, this is Minnesota, 10,000 lakes. Look at that canoe on the lake. Would you just want to be there? You just lose all your stress looking at that. Washington's Mount Rainier, natural scenic beauty. New Jersey's toxic sulfur clouds. On a clear day, you can see exit 14 19A. All right, that's my time. I can give Flaherty.
Thank you so much, Flaherty. Really, we're getting more scorpion holes. I think I got a shot. Men's room is right through there to the right.